Welcome to the Compliance Weekly for the 25th of March. And first off, we'll go through the milestone board and celebrate some of our recently closed issues. I don't think we did this last week, so there might be a few to go through. Last one, I think, was banner to adherence reports. The next one is external control adherence result API, Hitesh. And you might as well talk about the next one as well.
You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah. I think the external control one was closed in favor of other issue.
Okay.
But coming to create GraphQL mutations to create update, even this one was closed because Arsimer will now be adding merge policy changes in the policy project fields directly. We are
Okay.
not doing this anymore.
Okay. And I think that's this one as well, correct? That's why that was closed. And this one. So we'll jump up to this one. Oh, what did I press? Sorry.
Now you're on 11.
Let's just go through 11. All right. At the bottom, we've got toggle switch to old adherence report.
Yeah. Added a banner with a toggle so we can let people switch from the new adherence port to the old one in case they need to check something in the old UI or don't like the new one for a while. I don't know.
Yeah. And next is custom compliance framework metrics with Andrew. But Sam, I think you have some insight.
Yeah, I reviewed that one. Yeah, Andrew added a bunch of metrics. I think it was 6 in this ticket that he added for different parts around our compliance features.
And some of them for the upcoming release, correct? Yeah, so we can measure success straight away. Cool. Next one's for you.
Next one's for me. Yeah, this one was adding a check so we can a validation for the controls that if they're added on the SaaS project, they don't allow localhost, but we are allowing localhost for self-managed, for example.
Next was upload framework APIs. This is actually a service that Renee has put in, and then that's all in for importing template JSON for frameworks. Now just adding the UI piece is next up. Compliance docs. So even though I've just gone over the compliance docs and split them out into instance and user level docs for the compliance center side of things, just to make it a little bit clearer and then just differentiate it a little bit. And finally, the foreign key preventing group deletion, Sam.
Yeah, this one was closed because we fixed most of the issue. There's still a follow-up for deleting old records that are not correct. I'm currently working on a background migration for that one. Batched background migration. Sorry.
Fun. Right, is there anything else that anyone wants to talk about? I've got nothing unblocked, which is nice, but I know there's lots of issues in flight, so if anyone wants to talk them through here. No, then we'll go over to the planning issue. First up is the custom compliance frameworks, Hitesh and Ilya.
So API, all the APIs for from backend side for creating the new compliance dashboard are done and merged. Issues are in verification. Other than that, I think Hersimer's cron for updating the statuses is also about to get merged, and I'm working on adding some validations on models. One of the MR is merged, two are under review, and on another issue for updating requirement statuses whenever a control status is updated or created.
So it sounds like we're on track. Ilya?
Yeah, from front-end side, I'm bringing all the APIs which were recently introduced to the front end. I have an intention to open quite a big MR delivering the first version of the compliance center in one time. So sorry, who will be the first reviewer that on front-end part, it will be a big one as an initial release. Yeah, but for now, everything goes smooth. The backend works at least as expected, so looks pretty solid to me.
Awesome. Next is external custom controls. So I believe there's only two outstanding issues. One of them's a follow-up and one is in verification. So we have almost every piece already in there for that. So we should be able to close out that epic this week, which is awesome. Adding key out-of-the-box controls. Anyone have any updates here? I know Andrew has 2 merge requests out for adding a bunch of different controls. Darby has one for scanners, and Andrew has another one for changing how we add controls to make it easier. So there's a bunch of work there, and hopefully those all come through fairly shortly. The toggle, Sam?
Yeah, like I just said, in the milestone, we added the toggle there, so that's released and closed.
Nice. Next is provide an option to add projects in the compliance framework edition flow. So there's a couple of initial MRs up for that. That's on track, although I'm not 100% confident it'll make it into this release, but we'll see how we go. Next one is the compliance framework upload download templates. As mentioned, all of the download stuff is done. The import service is in, and the import UI should be in review this week as well. So we should be able to get that in. Next is consolidation of tables for streaming audit events. Sheldon, I don't know if you have an update on this one.
Yeah, I think I don't know much about the back end, but on the front end, I'm working on updating the front end to use the new API and breaking the feature into a few MRs. And so far, we've updated the get and the delete APIs. So now we're missing the create and update. And I'm trying to do it so that we change as little as possible because the front end footprint is quite big and can get confusing with the two code branches with the feature flag turned on and off. So I'm trying to collect some notes for when we release the feature flag and we do the cleanup. We can also do some consolidation on the front end as well. I think there's some opportunity there for that. But at the moment, I'm working on creating this new code branch for when the feature flag is on, we use the new consolidated API instead of the legacy one. And I think there is also migration from the old tables to the new tables, but I don't know much about this one.
I reviewed that one. Yeah, Andrew added background migration for migrating AWS legacy tables.
So basically, two MRs for Google and HTTP instance audit event destinations. Migrations for those are merged now. There are several other pending. So basically, he had to write migrations for each instance as well as group for different kind of destinations, different kind of MRs. The code was nearly same, but he had to broke it down because of one MR becoming too huge. So two MRs are merged, rest are pending to merge.
And then next is the compliance metrics. Sam.
Yeah, I can reiterate from the milestone planning again. The one merged from Andrew added 6 metrics, and also have one in the pipeline that's shortly getting merged. So we'll be well above milestone goal on that.
No design or QA update, and no discussion points. Anything anyone wants to talk about on camera? No.
No.
Okay. All right, I'll stop the recording. Give everyone a wave.